And happy Monday night. I'm just doing a mess around stream. Nothing really sportsy. It's Sean McDermott, of course, fired early this morning, so he gone. And for some reason, they're promoting the former general manager. Okay, makes absolutely no sense. But this is just testing because I actually found out a whole cool new feature with the whole music AI thingy I've been using recently, and all of a sudden thinking that okay, in order to take the audio file that I downloaded generated, that I then needed to figure out some way to convert the darn thing into a video. So if I want to use it in Be Live, it needs to be an MP4 format. So use an MP3 format. It's like I can't see it. I can't see it as an audio, and you can't do anything to uh, be like the ScreenPal thingy where you can have an add-on that all of a sudden it can pick up computer sounds. That would be a nice thing to have, for be like record computer sounds as an option. But yeah, well, so long story short, so all of a sudden, all this time, I'm going, wait, I'm going to the download option because it's had MP3, has Wave, but I'm also ooh a video. So I download that, and it's like, ooh, so I don't have to go online, don't have to convert anything from an MP3 to an MP4. I don't have to use FreeMake anymore, which is an absolute pain in the you know what. Because not only does it take absolutely forever, because you have to load the audio into the FreeMake app, and then it takes a while with the countdown timer, letting you know how much longer it is until your video will be ready. And of course, you can boost it, or of course, you can pay for the full version and not have the countdown and not have the free make logo in every freaking video. Now all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, I can do videos within the DOI. Hey, bye bye free make. You go bye bye. As a matter of fact, after I get done with this, I'm uninstalling because it's a pain in the tuchus. So yeah, so this is just going to be kind of greatest hits if you're fan on the webpage. You probably already heard this, so probably going to be like a greatest hits old school. But this is just to see, hey, can this work? And I'm excited. So we go over to the media, images and videos, and I know I did everything into the download section, and I renamed everything so I'd be like, okay, that's the one for us. No, not documents, genius. Downloads, and the first one that we'll start for is the hopefully it's the we'll start off with the 540 line, the return, because what the whole 540 line is I was doing a GPT thing. I was doing a GPT thing because all of a sudden, you upload your photo and you can change your photo. And I was trying to make it so it would be like a movie poster with me with the day after tomorrow. But the app was like, that's a copyright. It's weird how some things, no problem. Other things, warning, warning, danger. Well, one of us in danger. That's a copyright. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Okay. So I was like, well, okay. How do we do something that's like day after tomorrow esque? And then I was thinking, all of the DPLs and the weather chats, I'm like, the 540 line is an absolutely perfect name. If you're trying to do something that's the day after tomorrow, granted, if you're not a weather nerd, not a weather nerd or a weather person, you don't follow weather chats, it's going to be like, what the is a 540 line, but if if you're a weather nerd, it's like, oh man, that's perfect. So did the first one with the manipulation, and the tagline was colder than the Bucks' current win streak. Because yeah, that's when they weren't doing real well with the second half. So then all of a sudden, I was like, well, yeah, because we had another cold snap. So I did 540 line, the return, and I was just using Lone Star Dark Helmet, just because I was trying to come up with funny actor names. And I was trying to do generation sites, like active generation sites, and the names they were coming up with were just absolutely moronic. Like, really? I'm like, when you look at something and you're like, that is freaking stupid. Right? Have you been there? So I just, throw in Lone Star, Dark Helmet, of course, from Spaceballs, Joey Wheeler, from Yu-Gi-Oh, Captain Proton, of course, from Voyager, and well, Snarf, obviously, from Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Ooh, and one of the best, best cartoons from me being a kid. Oh yeah, classic. But so Snarf, but Thundercats. But yeah, and then of course I have the newer one that I just did today. It's amazing how you can take what's happening in real life and kind of turn it into comedy. It just sort of helps you deal with stuff. But here's the first one that we'll be playing. So this is 540 line was the original one. I didn't do an audio one, but then I got the ideas. What about if you could do an actual pretend promo for this? Since I like writing pretend scripts and I like writing made up movie ideas. So without further ado, we'll show this into the stream. Here is the 540 line, The Return.
You've seen the 540 line. Now, experience the stunning sequel you knew was coming. The 540 line. The Return. Starring Joel Verlin as the quirky scientist who once again tries to save the world. Mostly by accident. Co-starring Lone Star, Dark Helmet, Joey Wheeler, Captain Proton, and featuring a special camo by Snarf. This summer, the stakes are higher, the science is shakier, and the budget is questionable. Because once just wasn't enough. Disclaimer. Not a real movie. Disclaimer 2. Probably better than 25% of the movies coming out in 2026. Coming soon. To absolutely nowhere near you.
All right, and we'll get rid of that one. And actually, that wasn't the newer video version, because that was actually the old one that I used with the on the convert MP3 to MP4 site. So that's why you had that weird funky picture there. But yeah, but definitely. So that one worked. Then this next one that we'll do and we'll bring up actually was just one idea, and hopefully it's the right one that I'm thinking of. As see, it's 621, 623. So that might trailer. So that would be newsroom. So that should be hopefully. This should be, if I'm thinking it's the right one. Yep, I'm thinking this is the right one. Yep. This one actually was inspired by the Verizon outage, where all of a sudden, like it starts, everyone suddenly had no bars. So that's where I ended up getting the inspiration from. I was thinking about all of a sudden dealing with the outage, and I'll let the bit talk for itself, and I'll shut up now.
It happened without warning. Suddenly people found themselves with no bars. Suddenly people had to talk to each other. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't watch people doing stupid crap on TikTok.
The phone outage of January 14th, 2026.
I suddenly couldn't scroll through Facebook. I was lost.
I didn't even know if anyone was liking my post or not.
Experts asked a troubling question. What would you do without your mobile internet? When you can't post your NFL wildcard pick record on Reddit, that's a true crisis.
Against all odds, we survived.
And somehow we moved on.
I need my cute dog video fix on YouTube. I almost went around barking at people. Then I realized that was probably a bad idea.
Eventually, service was restored, and people returned
To doom scrolling. If I can't post my political rant videos, the world will grind to a screeching halt.
Everything went back to normal. But somewhere, the next outage is already
All right, and the next to last one, as we remove that one, of course, we will finish up with, of course, the 540 line, the very last one. I can tell, yeah. Movie trailer. And we will show that one in stream. Yay! And it's a different one. Boo to the ya, spelled booyah. And of course, this one is 549, the final boss. Says, yeah, believe it or not, the inspiration came from, yeah, it's time to get a new microwave. That's where the inspiration came from for this one. Crazy as it happens, as things happen. But there you go, and we'll shut up and we'll let the final one talk for me.
You've seen the 540 line.
I think this is the.
Now, experience the stunning sequence.
Oops. Wrong at the one. Hang on. I was like, I've already played this one. We ended up getting the wrong one. Let's go to the final boss. Come on. Aha. Show in stream. Aha. Righteth, oneth. We got it. We now resume the stream. Already in progress. Yaha!
In a world on the brink, where the cold is endless and darkness threatens everything.
He's back.
The world's favorite crazy scientist, searching for the one thing that can save us all. The microwave filament. This is 540 line, the final boss. not guest starring Dwayne the Egg Johnson. Because budget. In a last-ditch effort to save the planet, one man will face the ultimate challenge, himself. Due to severe budget cuts, this film is literally 90 minutes of Joel talking to himself. Will there be a spin-off? Will there be a TV series? Not coming to theaters. Not coming to streaming. Not coming to anywhere. Anytime soon. 540 line. The final boss.
And there you go. So that's it. So, of course, we've had 540 line, which did not get a parody promo. Might have to remedy that. We'll somehow do something. 540 line, of course, the return. Because anytime you have a movie, even if it's a pretend one, you gotta have a sequel, right? You have to have a sequel. You gotta make the money. Merchandising, where the real money is made, right? Like yogurt from Spaceballs. And then, of course, 540, the final boss. So if you have a trilogy, you've got to have the third and final set. Unlike Independence Day, we're still waiting. You had Independence Day, you had Independence Day Resurgence, or Insurgents, or something Surgents. And then you tease a third one. They never did a third one. Yeah. Kind of sad. I think it was like Will Smith backed out and didn't make as much money as they thought, but yeah. But anywho, I just wanted to see how the videos worked, and yay, they all worked, so that's cool, that's exciting, and yeah. And of course, the two big stories of the day, Sean McDermott fired, and yeah, Zach Charbonnet, season-ending surgery. So he's joining Bo Nix and not being able to play for the championship round this weekend. Should be some good games. Should be two very good games, but you always have one stud and you always have one dud. It's a question, which is the stud? Which is the dud? Later on, I'll be making my predictions. Who do I think will win? Who do I think is going to the Super Bowl? Because it's always weird, right? You have to think about somebody who isn't in the sports and like, well, they call that the Super Bowl, but why is this called Championship Sunday? Huh? Yeah, that's just before the merger. You had AFC Championship and NFC Championship, and then they merged, and both of them went on to the Super Bowl. So just imagine trying to explain that to somebody who doesn't get football, you know? But yeah, hopefully it's a good game tonight. We'll see. I'm cheering for the U. I'm cheering for Miami. Go to Miami. It's the more local club. And yeah, that probably means Indiana will win, but we'll see. Who knows? Really don't have a rooting interest, and I'm waiting to see all the posts of how expensive the concession stands are. Because I can imagine you have ticket prices, nosebleeds of $3,500, almost $800 to park. It's got to be loco de cabeza. Okay, so take care. Have a great Monday night, and